All right, welcome everyone to the Deep Dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're jumping into that whole wave of leaks and rumors around Samsung's next hardware launch.
Yeah, the one expected sometime in July, right?
Exactly. We're looking at the Galaxy Z Fold 7, the Z Flip 7, obviously, but also a whole pile of other potential gadgets.
Lots of stuff floating around.
Totally. So
Yeah.
we've gathered up the sources, reports, filings, the usual speculation, and our mission today is simple.
Cut through the noise.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Sift through it, find the really important bits, and give you a clear idea of what might be coming.
Sounds good. Where do we start?
Let's kick off with something specific that popped up for the Fold 7, wireless charging.
Ah, yes, the Q2 stuff.
Right. Sources are pointing towards Q2 support finally arriving on a Samsung Foldable.
Yeah, and it's interesting seeing Samsung bring Q2, the latest standard, into their foldables. It's the first time for them.
So what are the sources actually saying?
Well, the main source seems to be the Wireless Power Consortium, the WPC. They're the ones who certify this tech. And they apparently listed a device, likely the Fold 7, with Key 2.1.0 certification. Specifically, it says Key 2 ready.
Key 2 ready. That sounds specific.
It is, and it's Samsung's first device to show up in a WPC listing with any kind of Key 2 support, which is, a step.
Okay, but let's unpack that Key 2 ready part a bit. Because it sounds like this isn't necessarily the full magnetic alignment, the MagSafe-like feature people often think of with Key 2.
That seems to be the interpretation, yeah.
So the sources suggest the certification means the phone works with cases that have the magnetic ring for alignment,
Right.
rather than having the magnets built right into the phone itself, at least based on that 2.1.0.
Exactly. It seems similar to the rumors we heard about the Galaxy S25 series possibly doing the same thing.
And different from, say, the HMD Skyline, which sources indicate does have the full integrated magnetic Q2.
Correct. So it's progress towards the standard, definitely. But if you want that easy magnetic snap-on feel,
You'll probably need to buy a specific case for it.
seems likely, yeah. Which is a bit of a letdown for a premium device, maybe that convenience factor.
I can see that. Out of the box, it won't just snap without adding something.
Right. But beyond that specific tech bit, the sources also give us hints about the usual configurations.
Oh, yeah. Like storage and colors.
Exactly. The Z Flip 7 is rumored to start at 256 GB with a 512 GB option. Colors mentioned are black, blue, and coral red.
Coral red, interesting. And the Fold 7?
Similar storage, 256 GB and 512 GB. And the colors there look like black, blue, and silver based on the leaks.
Okay, standard stuff. But wait, wasn't there something else about the Flip line potentially expanding?
Ah, yes. Good point. Sources also mention a potential Galaxy Z Flip 7 FE Fan Edition.
Right, FE. For Samsung, that usually means what? A more accessible version?
Typically, yeah. Slightly different specs, maybe, aimed at getting it to a lower price point, broadening the appeal.
And the rumors for this Flip FE?
Suggest maybe 128 GB and 256 GB options, perhaps in just black and white initially, maybe other colors later.
Adding an FE foldable. That would be a pretty big strategic move, wouldn't it? Making foldables more mainstream.
Absolutely. It signals they're serious about pushing the form factor beyond just the ultra-premium space.
So connecting this all together, it sounds like July could be absolutely massive for Samsung, not just phones.
Oh, definitely. Sources are strongly hinting at a whole ecosystem launch alongside the new Z series foldables.
Like what else?
New Galaxy Watch models are heavily expected, specifically the Watch 8 Classic making a return.
People liked the rotating bezel.
They did, plus standard 40mm and 44mm Watch 8s, maybe graphite gray and silver, and maybe even a new Watch Ultra model.
An Ultra Watch. Okay, anything else?
There's even chatter about a potential updated Galaxy Ring 2 showing up.
Wow, so it's not just a phone refresh, it's like everything wearable getting updated.
It really seems that way, a major push across the board.
Okay, so with all these premium devices, especially the foldables, the big question is always price. Last year saw hikes. What are the rumors this time?
Well, this is interesting. There's actually a rumor from apparently reliable sources suggesting price stability.
Stability, as in no increases.
For many key markets, potentially yes. The sources do admit a few countries might still see bumps.
But the general vibe is steady pricing.
That's what a prominent tipster suggests, yeah. That most markets might see prices stay similar to the launch prices of the last generation.
And they gave an example.
The US market was mentioned specifically. The rumor hints prices could hold at $1,899 for the Z Fold and $1,099 for the Z Flip.
Which, considering the Fold 6 and Flip 6, went up by $100 last year.
Exactly. Keeping those prices flat despite everything else would be pretty significant news for buyers. Welcome news, I'd imagine.
No kidding. Any other technical bits leaking out, particularly for the Fold 7?
Yeah, one leak touched on the expected camera zoom capabilities for the Fold 7.
Okay, what does it say?
It listed a 1x wide lens, naturally, a 0.6x ultra wide, then something called 2x optical quality zoom.
Optical quality, not optical zoom.
Right. That distinction usually means it's probably a high-quality crop from the main sensor, not a separate lens, but still a useful step.
Gotcha. What else?
Then a proper 3x optical zoom lens, and finally digital zoom options going up to 30x.
So, a decent range of options from ultra-wide to pretty significant telephoto, even if that 2x is processed.
Yeah, it suggests versatility, giving you useful steps across the zoom range.
Okay, so let's try and synthesize this if we boil down what the sources are telling us.
Well, the key things seem to be: Key 2 is coming to a Samsung foldable, probably the Fold 7, but likely in that Key 2 ready form, needing a case for magnets.
Right.
Then there's the sheer scale of this potential July launch. It's not just the Fold 7 and Flip 7, it's maybe a Flipette E, new watches classic, standard, ultra, maybe even a Ring 2.
A huge ecosystem play.
Definitely. Then there's a pricing angle. Those intriguing rumors about prices maybe holding steady in major markets after last year's increases.
That's a big one to watch.
And finally, those specific details like the camera zoom specs for the Fold 7, giving us a clearer picture of its capabilities.
So it paints a picture of refinement for the flagships, plus a big expansion of the whole connected device lineup.
I think that sums it up well, yeah. Refining the top end while broadening the base in the ecosystem.
It is a lot to take in, but it certainly gives us and you a solid preview of what Samsung might be cooking up for July.
For sure.
So, as you think about everything we've covered in this deep dive, maybe consider how these leaks, the finer points like Key 2 ready versus full magnetic charging or the rumored pricing or even adding FE foldable, how might these details actually shape things?
Yeah, how they impact the actual user experience and where Samsung fits in the competitive landscape, especially heading into the busy tech season later this year.
Exactly. What really stands out to you from all these potential changes? Something to think about.